Hey there, friend. If you're looking for a wireless microphone kit that gives you real flexibility, this one might be exactly what you need. Today, I'm testing the Phenyx Pro PTU-71 1H1B microphone kit. Now, in the box, you're going to get a handheld microphone, a headset microphone with a little body pack, and a lavalier mic that also uses the same body pack. So, whether you're speaking or presenting, teaching or performing, or even creating content, you've got multiple mic options right in a single system. I've already unboxed it, I've already tested it, and I'll tell you right up front, the sound quality genuinely surprised me in a good way. In this video, I'll quickly walk you through the sound quality, a little sound check. We'll talk about the build quality and who this kit actually makes sense for. Let's jump in.
Wow, I am really falling in love with the Phenyx Pro microphone system. So I have to give a big thank you to them for sending over. This is the PTU-71 1H1B. Bit of a mouthful, but you know what? All that matters is that we got good quality sound, nice quality product. So let's open it up. Let's see what's in the box. Okay, very cool. This looks, okay. We've got the instruction manual. This is going to give you everything you need, but honestly, I haven't really needed to use the instruction manual because these products have been really straightforward. Let's see if the PTU-71 here is anything similar to what I've used before. So we've got this little base station, the little transmitter, the receiver here. So that looks nice. And of course, the microphone here, this is the star of the show if you ask me. Usually they include batteries. I'll put those in just before we test it, but that's all good. What else do we have in the box? Okay, we got this little doodad that slides on the microphone. Basically allows you to identify it and make sure it doesn't, roll off the desk. It's pretty helpful depending on, it's maybe not the most stylish thing. You might want to slip it off just before you use it. Then you get this nice sleek design. But again, very functional, useful piece. Okay, these are the antennas. These just pop on the back of the receiver here. You can see on the back, this is your inputs, outputs, get your power. This is, of course, where the antennas go. So they just kind of pop on. They line up. I'll show you here on one. They line up just on the back. Get a better view there. There's like little notches in the side. They're kind of hard to get on camera. Right there. You just push them on and twist them, and they come off just as easily. So look at that. You don't even need to undo the package. Got the antennas. Now, of course, we've got an audio cable. This also has an adapter. So depending on your system, whatever you might need. Very thoughtful, very nice. Okay, and I've got the power, which is just going to go into here. These batteries, I can't believe they gave us 2 sets of batteries. I don't think the microphone needs 4. I think it just takes 2 batteries. Yeah, 1.5 volt times 2. We'll slip those in there in just a minute. So that's, these days you never get extra batteries in anything. And this here, the little body pack, which is really cool. I didn't know this was in here. This is neat. Oh, the batteries are for here as well. Gotcha. There you go. Okay, so that's no big deal. That's your little IR receiver there, just to synchronize. You can see that. We'll turn this all on. We're going to test it out. These little doodads, they go on the bottom of the receiver here. There's 4 little indentations, and they allow it to sit nicely on the table. They're adhesive, so don't get your fingers on them. You want them to stick nicely. And then this here, so we've got 2 options. You've got the lav mic, which of course you can pin to your shirt, to your lapel. This kind of comes off there if you need to slide it around, which of course, very cool. And then we've got this little, Tony Robbins-esque headset little thing, which is, it's got a nice little movement. So that feels good. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to test it up. And we're going to see how it sounds. Okay, so just quickly to set it up, like I said before, you just line those up, twist them, and they pop on just like that, and then they can move around to be, you know, in an appropriate upright position. Same thing with the other one. You just find that little line up. There you go, little click. In goes the antennas. No big deal. Good old-fashioned rabbit ears. You know, maybe we can pick up a TV station or something. Okay, we're just going to plug in the power. All right, so of course that's like a little barrel plug. So you want to make sure not to lose the power. Goes in on the back side here. You know, it's not like USB-C or anything. We'll just turn it on, do a quick power on. That's not flashing like that in real life. That's just the frame rate of the camera. It's got a nice steady look to it here to my eye. Of course, we've got the multiple channels. You can set that. Got your volume controls here, volume A, volume B. Now, this is a one microphone setup, but if you check the other videos on my channel, of course, you'll see that they have other packages available. So you can get ones that have, you know, 2, 4, or more. All right, so we'll get some batteries in here, and that's just a quick matter. You just snap them in, slide them down, snap them in, slide them down. This just screws on ever so nicely. While we're at it, let's just take a little look inside in case you're curious about the capsule here. The build quality feels very, very nice. All metal. Oh, that's just into the connection point here. I think I unscrewed the wrong one. I love how you can take these apart. I think, yeah, that'll come off the top. Just make sure that's put together. This will show us the capsule here carefully. So there you go. It's a top address microphone. So you're going to speak into the top, not the side. I mean, it seems pretty obvious, but of course, you know, it's good to be aware. You don't want to talk here. You want to sort of speak into the end like you would expect. And it can also open generally, yeah, at the bottom. Let's see if there's any real purpose for that. Nope, but allows you to get in there if for any reason you need to. So that comes apart. You're going to turn it on. Just click that once. You can see right away we're already paired here. We've got 3 and 6. So that's going to be step 1, just getting things set up. Now we're also going to get some batteries into this little pack, which I think is pretty cool. I've never used a microphone setup like this. Well, especially not with the headset, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll get our batteries in here. Makes me feel like I'm going to be on like a TV show or something, you know? Go on a talk show, they're going to wire me up. So a little button on the top, it is on. And that is aligning with the channel on the other side. 14. Oh, the light turned off, probably for like, yeah, for power saving. Of course, it's a battery device, so you can see they're already paired, I believe. Okay, so that's that. And of course, we've got this little plug here. You can plug in either the headset, if that's your style, or you can plug in the lav. I'll test out both just to give us a little bit of an idea of sound quality. It looks to be pretty straightforward. You plug it in with that little black part, and it's really secure, so it locks in there, so you're not going to have an accidental disconnect. It actually takes a tiny bit of force to remove it. Just a little bit of packaging here. Of course, you know, you want to run this inside your shirt. I'm going to change into something with a collar that I can clip this nicely to the front of my shirt, you know, like a little polo shirt, something like that. Obviously, you could use it with a t-shirt, but it wouldn't be ideal. All depends what you prefer, what your setup is. You know, maybe you're doing a church service or some kind of a conference, or you're on stage doing something like that, giving a presentation, and you don't want to hold the microphone. You want to be hands-free and, you know, wireless connection to the receiver. This is going to be a perfect option for you.
All right, so I've got the UHF Bodypack attached now. As you can see, I have it in the front. You know, obviously you'd wear it in the back, you know, to look cool up on stage, but I just want you to see that I've got the lav mic and the Bodypack. I'm running that through my computer into the Elgato Wave XLR. So in case, you know, obviously there's a different interface for you. And then I have it, of course, into the receiver here, and I'm running that into the balanced 2 input there. And I have the volume on, I don't know, maybe a third. So I don't have it jacked up, anything like that. But I seem to be in, you know, the yellow range in my audio meter here, just to give you an idea of where I'm at. And, you know, just going to walk around the room.
a little bit here like you might if you were doing some kind of a presentation. You wouldn't believe it, but I've actually emceed 6 weddings before, so let me know what you think the lav mic sounds like.
Okay, so now, as you can see, I've got the headset on. I feel like I'm ready to do some life coaching up on the stage. Shout out to Tony Robbins, the legend. And, let me know what you think. I think for me, I really feel more comfortable with microphones when they're like close to my mouth, but that doesn't mean you're always going to get the best sound. Dynamic condenser, there's the different types, different styles. Really depends on the environment that you're in, maybe the look and comfort that you're going for. I can say I'm very sensitive to things on my head. Clearly, there's not a lot up there. I don't have a nice full head of hair to hide it. And, from a reasonable distance, this really is not, obviously there's a big black line across my head, but most people have hair. So, you could very easily just hide this in your luscious locks and you should be good to go. Let me know, what do you think about the sound quality? That, to me, with microphones is always going to be the #1 most important factor. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments below. What do you think? What would you go for? And we'll check out the microphone handheld next. Okay, so now we're going to do the handheld microphone test. And I believe this is probably where you're going to get the most premium sound quality. Just a little PSA, don't leave your devices stored for any amount of time with the batteries left inside. You want to take those out. Of course, there's room in the box. You could designate some other kind of nice, safe location to store them. But what kind of use cases do you think that you would use these microphones for? I would love to be up on a stage right now, emceeing, giving some kind of a TED Talk, anything like that. Let me know. What do you think? Which one do you think sounds best? And which style suits you the most? Because obviously it is about sound quality, but you got to go for the right vibe as well. I love the feel of this microphone in my hand. It's got a nice professional look to it. I think it's very, very nice. So what do you think? Which one would you go for? All right, so here's my honest takeaway. The Phenyx Pro PTU-71, it delivers very solid sound quality, excellent versatility, and impressively nice build quality for this type of wireless system. Having that handheld mic, the headset, and that lav mic, all working with the same body pack and receiver, it's a really big win. For me, this makes the kit feel really practical, it's flexible, and it's ready for the real world use cases. If you're someone who needs that one system for multiple scenarios, you're going to have clean, reliable wireless audio and gear that feels well built and very dependable. And yes, I do think this is a very, very good choice. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. Your support goes a long way to helping create more honest, real-world reviews. And as always, thank you so much for watching.